Hello, good morning, and welcome to Morning Live Fashion Fan for this week. I am at a very interesting place. I'm meeting Kapasa Musonda, who's the owner of the label Mangishi, and she'll be able to tell us really the concept behind her designs, but also something very special to do with loving local. All right, now this is called the Love Local concept, and she'll explain more on that. So join me as I speak to Kapasa. Good morning, Kapasa. How are you?
Fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Who is Kapasa Musonda and how did she find herself in the fashion industry?
I'm a passionate creative at heart, and I've been in the fashion industry for 9 years, and that's inclusive of school as well. I studied fashion design in Los Angeles at the Fashion Institute of Design and Merchandising. And after completing my 2 degrees, I worked in the US for about 2 years, and I came back to Zambia in 2011. And when I came back, I unfortunately could not work for a local fashion enterprise at the time because the Zambian industry was very young. So I did what any other person would have done, which was to open up a business. And my business or label is called Mangishi, and this is going to be its 3rd year this year. So that's a little about me, also mixed with how I got into the fashion industry.
So you said you worked in Los Angeles and you went to school there, but if I were you, honestly, I wouldn't come back. You decided to come back. Like, Los Angeles is like the hub of fashion. Why did you decide to come back?
To begin with, I miss my family. I think my parents really did a good job at raising us as a close-knit family. And when I went to the US, I left alone. I was young, had just turned 17. And I think, when you're exposed to a whole new culture, it's something that once you go through, it's a new experience. And I miss my family out of everything. And I knew when I went there to get an education, to get some experience. And I always knew that I wanted to do my own thing. So I think it was about that time when I said, hey, my time here is up and I'm going to go start my own label and be with my family.
So what inspires you about, what is Zambian in your designs? How do you bring that out?
Believe it or not, I feel like in my 3rd year of design is when I have discovered who Mangishi is as a brand. And with that, I not only want to take a Zambian aspect, but more of an African aspect. Because I remember when I went to the US, I was identified as African. Can you imagine people didn't even know that Zambia was a country? But I think the fact that I'm a Zambian designer already is something Zambian about Mangishi. I haven't done a collection. My last collection was when I actually launched Mangishi. I have done mini collections here and there, but it's about that time now when I'm actually working on a ready-to-wear line called African Doll. So with that, a lot of the pieces are inspired by art, some Zambian artists, one in particular, Edgar, and also just, you can't really say the material is local because most of it is imported. But I'm going for colors that are earthy, with the mix with a lot of prints. I think my brand is all about mixing prints that are unusual and making it work. So kind of making your own print with fusing different prints together. Yeah.
What are some of the challenges you face in maybe accessing fabric, or maybe trying to get your clothing out there, people buying it, coming through clientele, for example?
In terms of fabric, you find when you go source some material, you find a piece of material you really love. Maybe you get 2 meters at the time. Maybe it's all you budgeted for. And then you make a dress, somebody likes it, they want the exact same print. You try and go back, maybe the row is not there, or so that's something that's a challenge.
All right. Tell me about the shoes. I've seen you wearing some very interesting shoes, and I've seen a lot of boxes behind you there. Tell me about your love for shoes.
Shoes. I feel every woman loves shoes. For the shoes, you know, I used to, with Chitenge, as you design, as a designer, I think you go through stages where you just think of something new, or you want to use Chitenge in a different way. And I thought, okay, how about Chitenge shoes? And this was about 2 years ago. And I got an old pair of shoes, Chitenge glue, and I just tried to make a Chitenge shoe. It looked good on the outside. The inside was messy. And I thought, okay, this is nice, but how am I going to sell it? So I thought there's got to be another way to do this. So 2 years later, I was able to travel to Turkey, and I had them manufactured. So I designed them, and they're actually labeled with Mangishi on the inside. So yeah, that's been something I've been very proud of.
Yeah, definitely a proud moment. Also share with us the whole concept behind Love Local. I know it's something buzzing on Facebook, and you're very passionate about this. Tell me about more.
Okay, so Love Local, the name itself says it all. I think it's high time Zambians started to appreciate Love Local. And Love Local isn't just limited to designers, but they're stylists, they're photographers, you know, people who are in the industry that are helping to make the fashion industry grow. And, you know, when you look at Nigeria, you look at South Africa, these are people who are proud of their local products. And this is what Love Local is about. It's basically trying to make the fashion industry more viable. We're trying to help designers, both upcoming and established. For upcoming, there's so many who are popping up on the scene, but they don't know where to go. They just need structure, they need guidance, they need a platform, and that's what Love Local is. And for established designers, it's okay, so you have a base where you have products and you have something, you know, going on, you know, such as Mangishi, but what is the next step? How can we get the products out there? So that's Love Local.
Well, thank you very much for having us, allowing us into your studio and sharing your story with us.
Well, thanks for having me.
Well, there you have it. That's Kapasa's story. She is the owner of the label Mangishi, and I'm sure that the brand is readily available for you to get, so that you look local, smart, yourself, and Zambian at the same time. My name is Chilufia Mwelwa for Morning Live Fashion Fan. Have fun. Bye-bye.